Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 2. She literally just walked from the bathroom to the porch to clean up the water spot, so nothing else has happened since the last episode. Sorry about that. I have a little cold or something, I don't know. So the reason I put the island spirits again in here was because I wanted her to, um, I want the legacy to be that like their family was close to the spirits and stuff. Will they fall away from the spirits in the future generations? Who knows? Or maybe it's something that they will always embrace. I haven't decided yet. But I know I wanted her to be like, she's all about the spirits and the ghosts. She's into it. Like, that's her thing. She embraces her magic. Something that she didn't always do. And I'm just trying to get control of the camera in tab. Like, I'm not used to doing that, but it makes a good scenery when all of the little icons are off. So I think I mentioned before in the last episode that I always just use that as decoration. Like, it looks really good in the living room, but I've never actually used those. So I think I was trying to get her to use one, but then she was talking to the spirit, and she never got around to using it. I don't know if I can like just get her to do it right away, or if like she has to collect the items that allow her to do it. Something that I need to be careful of is that I take a lot of risks with Elspeth. So right here, I had no idea what this was gonna do. For all I know, this could have offed her, and I was just like, okay, let's try it, I guess, because like I said, I want her to be as close to the spirits as possible. And how close can you be? How close can you be without, offering your soul? Like, you offer half your soul or part of it. That's close, right? And so I saw, wow, like that's so shiny, and then she started to take off. She's hungry. And I was like, wait a minute, you gotta like drink it or something. So I was reading it. So go ahead and pause it if you want to read what it says. But I decided to um, give it a go. Just take that chance and drink it. And then I realized, wow, you can sell it for a lot of money. So maybe I would have her offer her soul again. And then I was like, did she really have to get on her knees to try that? But then, I mean, it fits. It fits that she, like, I don't know, like it's an offering or something. So I was like, okay. And I thought it was a good image, but I didn't get to take all the stuff off the screen because that would have been a really good, like, cover photo or something. But I didn't end up doing that. So here I am buying her a potted planter because when she offered her soul to the ghost, it gave her level 4 gardening skill, and I was like, this is perfect. It's gonna be something she can make money with later, and it said it could help her with social. So I went ahead and got the potted plant before she ran out of money, and she can have it even though it's out of season right now. I don't want her to have a regular job. I want her to make money like with the stuff that she has, like art, candle making, and gardening, those kind of things right now. Maybe later on down the generations, they will get jobs, but I didn't want her to have like any official job. Finally, I decided it's time to get her some social activity. She needs to start talking to people because how else is she gonna find a spouse or a loved one, and how's she gonna lead a generation without finding anybody? And it was looking real dead over here, so I think I started exploring again, trying to see if anybody was around, if there was food around, you know, like so she could spend a lot of time here. And um, eventually, I think I started to find people, but I don't think I found anyone here. I think I ended up finding people at the Finchwick Fair. So she's forever making herself comfortable. If she finds a kitchen, she's going in there, and I kind of like that. I was like, who is this guy? And it's Tony Stark. I made him. I made him a while ago. He's probably on my gallery. If you go to noljah, that's my gallery ID. Um, so I was like, maybe Tony Stark. But he looked so upset. Like he was so he was so mad. I don't think I gave him the mean spirit. And like she's yelling at him about baby stuff. I don't understand. And she's just like, "Hey, Tony," and Tony's like, "Oh, hey, girl. Now back to you." I don't know, like it. Oh, and it's Talk Like a Pirate Day. This really made it hard for me because some of the stuff I didn't know what it meant, and I was like, "Okay, say this. It sounds like it's nice," and then it was romantic or something like that. Like, oh my gosh, it was horrible. And I'm just trying to get him in a good mood to talk to me, but he's just going off on the bartender. Like I've never seen someone so angry at the bartender for like, I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know what she did to him, but so I convinced Tony to go ahead and look at some photos, and then I remembered like she doesn't have technology. She shouldn't be showing him the phone. In fact, the whole world has all this technology that she's not supposed to have. We're just not gonna acknowledge it. We're just gonna pretend it's Fey magic. Okay? So all of you have to do that with me and just pretend it's Fey magic. It's Fey lights. And it's Fey magic that makes the jukebox play. And it's a Fey tablet that she keeps pulling out. That lady is crazy. She thought it was hilarious. Oh, look. Oh, she looks so upset. She's so done. She's like, I don't get paid enough for this. Something else I realized is that I didn't have her practicing any magic in the last episode or so. So I was like, um, I need to figure out what kind of spellcaster I want her to be. And I like it says Elspeth Spindle's spell book. That's a mouthful. But I think I want her to do untamed magic. This bites me in the butt cheeks later, I promise you. But I don't know if like their generations might not stay spellcasters if she marries some other kind of being, but if they're all spellcasters, I'm thinking I should try a different type of magic for each spellcaster. And here I have her practicing. She's not doing a lot. I don't know if the animation gets better as she gets more powerful. I don't know what's going on in the background, but okay. And she's so sad from giving away part of her soul. So now I don't know if I want her to I don't know if I want her to do that again. But do I? Like maybe in a pinch, maybe if she needs some money real bad, she could be like, I need to give you some of my soul. That lady's angry. I don't know. She tried to calm herself down in the mirror and it did not work. You're always going to find activity here in the Finchwick area. Look, already, Carswell Thorne, someone I created. And look, what's her name? Morticia. You see, everybody's here. And like, I was at the club was empty, and it was super boring. It's so boring over there in that town. So we came over here, which has a lot of people, which I think I put a lot of my own characters in here. So I was like, Carswell Thorne. I was like, who's this? And then that's Zev Kesley. And I created him, but I don't know why he's dressed like that. Why are my Sims not dressed the way I dressed them? Thorne is dressed the way I dressed him. I don't remember dressing Zev like that. Like, why are they changing clothes? And then I see a few Sims that I made, and I'm like, definitely I didn't dress them that way. So if you guys could tell me how I get them to stop changing their clothes, like I don't, I make them, and I want them to have those clothes for a reason. So help me out. And they are getting down over there to the cottage core music. There, that's Winter. I made her. I did not dress her that way. So I was like, okay, it's time to make some friends and it's time to make some acquaintances, if you know what I mean, some more than friends. So I decided I wanted to go for him, and I know he's a werewolf because I made him. And look at his little lip quivering. He's so upset. And I'm like, girl, back off. Like, she's telling me I need to back off. Like, he's off limits. He has somebody. If you guys don't know these characters, Thorn, Zev, and Winter are all from the Lunar Chronicles. That was such a great book, and I loved it. And my favorite was Scarlet, and Scarlet is Zev's wife. Oh, spoiler alert! They get married at the end. Anyways, I was like, we're gonna go for him, and Winter's like, no, you're not. Like, I'm glad that she's all on the sisterhood girl code, but Elspeth is looking for a man. Oh, she's angry too. She's angry that we are watching the clouds. Oops. And I was looking at her clothes like I didn't dress her that way. Like I didn't, and she looks so mad. And I don't know if she's mad because I got him to watch the clouds with me, and she's like, "That's my friend's man. Like back off." That's what I'm gonna say. That's the reason. That's the reason. Um. So I was. I am debating between him, Thorn, and I think there's gonna be one or two other people. Tony Stark was mad, and he's older than Elsbeth. She's a young adult. He's an adult. I don't even know if we can make that match. But I don't know if I want to. Like he was just giving that bartender a hard time. Like, come on, Tony Stark, you're rich. Leave her alone. So after watching the clouds for a long time with him, I think I went to take her to go dance. To ask him to dance, but I don't think he stayed like he's way in the back. He just stayed back there, and I'm like, okay. Um, but Elizabeth likes cottage core music, which is great. I'm so glad we found something she likes. Look at him over there just working out. Like, get it, get it. I mean that's the kind of person he is. It's on brand. So see like Axe the Rock Boat and all that. Like I don't know what they are. I don't know what those are. And I was like, who's that? Like that little circle, and I'm like, oh snap, oh snap. That's Cress. Cress is another person from Lunar Chronicles, and she is Thorn's girlfriend. Um, and that is Royben. And I was like, do we want her to have Royben? And Royben is from Holly Black's uh, Folk of the Air world from the modern fairy tales. So now it's between Thorn, it's between Zev, and it's between Royman. And all three of them already have women, by the way. But that's not gonna stop Elspeth. Elspeth doesn't want a townie. She wants one of these men that she's had already. Or not one of the men she had, one of the men I created. And so I think Thorn left already. So it's literally between the men that are here. And that guy sitting on the stool, he doesn't exist to Elspeth. It's between these two gentlemen here. And they don't even know. They don't even know that she's trying to find the most eligible bachelorette, and Royben's feeling flirty. So the festival, the festival's about to end. So she needs to make some relationship. She needs to build some. Why does she always want to talk to somebody else? Girl. And Cress is like, hey there, those men are taken. And she doesn't know Royben though. In fact, the way, especially, it just depends on how I feel. I will make Sims either as giant groups or small, um, like small little groups of like couples and stuff, just depending on how I feel. And both of them, both of them gave her the same um, excuse, and I was like, you know what? We're done here. We're done. Royven's leaving, and Zev is playing on his phone. I mean, his Faye tablet. Like nobody's paying her any mind. And then walks in Emperor Kaito and Aiko. Both of them are from the Lunar Chronicles. And I was like, is she one of mine? No, she's not. I don't know who she is. But Emperor Kai is Lin Cinder's significant other. And Aiko is the android. So, yes, Elsbeth is in a non futuristic world surrounded by futuristic people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We don't have to think about that. Anyway, so I was like, maybe she wants Kaito? And so I respectfully made an introduction to him because he's an emperor, if you didn't know. I don't know which other male characters I have in this game, but Kaito doesn't have any magic. Thorn doesn't have any magic. Zaev is a werewolf. Royben is a fae slash spellcaster. Who else am I missing? Tony Stark doesn't have any magic. So like it could go any way. I think I have some other werewolves, but they're not like characters. They're just like people, males that I created. Um, oh, look at him in the background. What is he doing over there? What is he doing over there? I thought he left. I don't know. It could be anyone. I should throw a party at Elsbeth's house and invite all the guys, and it should be like whichever one that she builds the relationship with the fastest. Look, I don't know what those stars and light bulbs mean, but it seems like Kaito and Elsbeth are getting along very well. And I know she's a woman, but the kids, I think if I can make it happen, they're gonna have the last name Spindle. So it's not gonna be like no, Spindle is the legacy. It's Spindle, Spindle, Spindle the whole time. I like that last name. It's cute. After a long day talking with all the guys over there in the at the Finchwick Fair, Spindle's tired and she's going to bed, and the next episode I know is going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy. The hauntings are getting worse. Some crazy events happen, and you're going to have to stay tuned, okay? It gets tense. So please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys all think, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.